I think it's also would be helpful for me to explain the vision we had for the education of your children, the children of this school. To my mind, that education should take them from 3 all the way through. And the reason I went for that, the reason we thought about this, and we were really motivated and focusing on this for over 10 years, it didn't happen overnight, was that we were educating children up until about 11, very, very well, as everybody knows, and they should have gone on to great things. And some of them, off they went to secondary schools, and many, many, many didn't actually fulfill their true potential. And this we found a tragedy. I mean, not just for the children themselves, but for society as a whole. We thought, what is the point of us getting them to this point, and then they fail? There was something wrong. So we wanted to take them all the way through. We wanted the culture to continue. So to this end, we set about wanting to find a secondary provision for them. So I spent 2.5 years looking for a proper site which we could build a school upon. And I found one. And I found it 50 miles away in West Sussex, as everybody knows about, which is presently operating as the first genuinely free state boarding school in the country. But to get there has taken 10 years. And from finding that site to buying that site, paid for incidentally by the business entirely, so non-public money here, has taken 5 years. And then converting it, which we've done, has taken another 2 years, and then running it for 3 years without 1 penny. And this is the thing, not 1 penny of public money has been given to us. Not 1 penny of the 17.4 million grant has been given to us. We have spent millions in building the middle school, as we promised to do, of converting the main house into boarding, as we promised to do, of going for planning consent, which we promised to do, and of course funding the free boarding, which we promised to do. This school that they want to close down, this school that they talk about in the worst possible terms, we have fulfilled all our financial commitments. Have the government? Absolutely not. It disappoints me when I listen on the radio and I hear that we were given the 17.4 million and we squandered it. No, we haven't had a penny of the 17.4 million. Peter Lowner has made it very plain that he didn't want us to have it. Now again, I ask you why. And I suggest that when Michael Gove left, was moved from education, which was a great shame. I particularly thought he was a very effective and forward-thinking Secretary of State. But when he was moved, it was like a sea change. It was like we walked into another world. Everything changed. And it was a determination, in my view, to stop this school from opening its boarding school. There was a determination to do that. So again, I suggest one of the motivations is, let's undermine its credibility. And one of the things they use, one of the weapons they have, is to damage reputations. So they can print on their website, before we ever see it, the intention to issue a notice to financially improve. Everybody thinks there's a problem. There isn't, but they think it. And then they publish that they're going to take over our funding. Then they instigate various, I believe, investigations into us. Then they decide they're going to take away our funding because we are not complying, as they say. Now, of course, if you're asked to do something which is both unlawful and wrong, of course you're not going to comply with it. So Lord Nash and Peter Lowner print these things, make these statements that we're not complying. Absolutely we're not complying, because to comply would be wrong. But it is not wrong that we don't comply. But it's made to sound wrong. Let's go back. Are we financially in any way found wanting? No. Have we delivered a quality education? Yes. Have we opened our free boarding school? Yes. Have we built a business which gives millions of pounds to the beneficiaries, the children and parents of the school? Yes. So apart from that, we're absolutely awful and we should be closed down, aren't we? It's nonsense.